Welcome diecast fans, let's have a look at who the drivers will be for the Rookie Rumble.
First up, we've got Andy driving the number 7 FRAM car.
And for something a little bit different, we thought we'd let each driver get one run on the canyon before we put them into an 8-car head-to-head battle.
And even though all of these rookies do get a test drive, I'm still expecting a lot of carnage.
Alright, next up we've got BANDIT driving the number 11 Goodyear car.
I just love the chunky old wheels on this thing. It's an absolute beast.
Yeah, it looks pretty solid on the track, I gotta say. Nice and clean over the jump, gets a bit of a spin through Kahuna Corner, and let's hope he manages to find the right direction to head down the track in the actual races.
Then in the number 6 Cheese TV, it's MONTE MONEYMAKER.
All of these rookie drivers registered for our recent head-to-head battle, and we just couldn't fit everyone in. We still couldn't fit in every single driver that applied, so we're sorry about that, but we've done the best we can.
Nice run from Monty there. Now it's Mad Matt in the number 10 Karcher car.
And I believe it was Grandma who drove this car in the original Nascarnage, wasn't it?
Yes, she did drive it, and it was pretty quick. Whoa! Mad Matt getting his rear end out on that sidewall there. He's going to have to keep that pretty tidy when he gets into the actual race.
In the number 87 Cellular 1 car, we've got Alex.
Well, we all know that red cars go the fastest, so he's probably got a pretty good shot at winning it all.
Actually, I think in Nascarnage, it's actually the red cars wreck the most. And there he goes, backwards across the finish line. Another rookie with directional issues.
Fee McVaggett driving the number 6 MOPAR car. Now, we know that Mopars have traditionally not done very well on the canyon.
Yeah, that's a bit of an understatement. Not done well really is code for absolute carnage.
Well, V seems to have tamed that Mopar. Maybe he's got the goods.
In the number 4 Hot Wheels cars, we've got Mr. Lucky Doggie.
Do you think that's any relation to Lily the dog?
No, I think it's just a pure coincidence.
I guess we'll just have to wait and see if he's the goodest boy at it all.
Well, it looks like a pretty clean run from him so far, and at least he crossed the line facing the right way.
Looks like he's keen for another run as well. And finally, rounding out the Group 1 drivers, it's Diesel Boy in their number 31 Lowe's car.
So 8 drivers in each group, 4 groups overall, 32 total drivers, all competing for the title of Rookie Rumble Champion.
And I'm not sure if Diesel Boy's trying to show off here or if he also has some trouble with directions.
Moving into Group 2 in the number 68 Hot Wheels, it's Ajax.
Now, this is the only car in the entire field with FTE wheels, but in the original Nascarnage, it didn't really help.
Well, speed is nothing without control, and looks like he's having some control issues there.
In the number 90 Trackstars car, it's Jim Random.
And speaking of random, all of these cars were chosen at random for each driver, so there's no bias here whatsoever, and it'll be up to each driver to make the most of the ride they were given.
Well, I've got to say, Jim's looking pretty good so far, and a nice little handbrake turn across the finish line.
In the bright green number 44 Hot Wheels, it's Johnny Guitar.
I know what an acoustic guitar is, and I know what an electric guitar is, but what's a Johnny guitar?
No, Frank, I don't think it's a literal type of guitar. I think that's just his last name.
What, like on his birth certificate?
No idea. Why don't you just ask him after this?
In the number 44 dietech.com car, it's Monte DiCarlo.
And is the car he's driving, is that actually a Monte Carlo?
No idea. The underside of that thing was so badly damaged I couldn't even read anything. But nice drift there through Kahuna Corner, and he's looking pretty good all the way to the finish line.
Yeah, nice and clean. All right, next up in the number 7 Mattel car, it's KP.
For a lot of people, number 7 is a lucky number, but we've got quite a few number 7s in the field, so it's going to be unlucky for someone at least.
Well, KP seems to have a pretty good handle on the track. Good run all the way down and a handbrake slide across the finish line.
Into the number 4 Hot Wheels cars, it's Gnarly.
Well, let's just hope it's Gnarly by name, not by nature.
Well, you can never tell on the canyon track, mate. As you know, drivers can go from first place with a huge lead to smashing through the crowd and killing a bunch of people.
Well, Gnarly with a nice controlled drift there out of Kahuna Corner completes his lap. Now in the number 7 Mattel car, it's the world famous Bubba.
Which particular world famous Bubba do you think it is? Is it like Bubba Gump Shrimp or Bubba Barbecue or Bubba that guy from one of those stunt shows?
No idea, but based on how we crossed the finish line, could be the stunt guy.
In the number 2 Cheese TV car, it's Cliff McCrashin.
Cliff McCrashin, the last driver in Group 2.
And with a name like McCrashin, no idea how many laps he'll actually get in.
Speaking about crashing, we should probably tell everyone a little bit about the rules for Nascarnage.
Well, let's just introduce the first driver for Group 3. It's Russell TAIGA driving the number 41 Mannheim Auctions car.
Okay, so how the racing is going to work is there will be 8 cars on the track at once. If you crash off track at any point, that's it, you are done racing.
It could be a very short career for a few of these rookies, but let's hope Dave Smith in the number 17 Cummins car can keep it together.
If you make it through Kahuna Corner but not across the finish line and you're still on your wheels, you'll get half points for your position. If you're on your roof or on your side, you will get 0 points.
Including crossing the finish line, but I'm sure DASWOLFEN in the number 18 Interstate car won't do that.
Well, I mean, you'd hope not. It looks like quite a solid beast of a car, and it looks quite well planted on the track.
Oh yeah, that was some pretty tasty airtime, although we did get a little bit loose through Kahuna Corner there, and again, same directional issues as a few of the other drivers.
Driving the number 75 Mattel car, it's summer heat.
Oh, I'll tell you what, mate, I could do with some summer heat. I'm so over this cold winter in New Zealand.
Harden up, mate, it's not that cold, it's not even snowing.
Well, it looks like there's some ice on the track the way that car's spinning around, so how do you explain that?
Bad driving.
Okay, I'll give you that one.
And another number 7 Hot Wheels car, it's barbed wire.
Do you think that's actually Pamela Anderson?
What are you talking about?
Remember she did that old movie called Barbed Wire?
Never seen it.
Well, I've got to say, you're probably not missing out, really.
Okay, well, glad you brought that up.
So next up in Group 3, it's Felix K driving the number 8 MOPAR car.
Earlier on, V McVagger and the other MOPAR car managed to keep it together quite well. Let's see how Felix goes.
Looks like he's steering side to side going down the straights there, so maybe he's having a bit of an issue, but he does make it clean all the way to the finish line, even though it was a bit pedestrian.
And the number 44 Hot Wheels car, it's Evil Eye Bry.
What do you think Bry's short for? Is it Brian or Brianna? Or, whoa, hold up. Maybe it's short for brilliant stunt driving. Did you see that? That was awesome.
Very stylish indeed. All right, and the number 2 Trackstars car, it's Cara Pease.
Is it Peas or Piz?
No idea, I'm just presuming it's Pease.
Because it's spelt Piz.
Well, it depends if it's a long I or a short I.
Well, it looked like a pretty standard font to me.
That's not what I'm talking about, Frank.
Well, maybe I should ask the first driver in Group 4, BERN Rubber in the number 5 Prestone car.
Well, this car made it all the way through to the finals last time. Is BERN Rubber going to be able to keep up that tradition?
Well, with a name like that, but driving like that, who knows? Oh my God, what's he doing? It's like he's auditioning for the Bogans or something. This is a race. You want to get to the finish line as quick as possible.
Well, maybe he can take some lessons from RB driving the number 75 Mattel car.
Do you think RB's got anything to do with the fast food chain?
What are you talking about now?
Isn't there a fast food chain in America called Arby's?
That's ARBYS, not RB.
Well, I don't know. I don't see the signage. I just hear people talking about Arby's.
Well, maybe you could get Cortez driving the number 8 Dorsey car to explain it to you.
Well, this should be an interesting group because BERN Rubber was in the final, but the Dorsey car actually won the original Nascarnage, and look at that thing fly.
Well, it's going to come down to, will it be the car or the driver that wins the race?
Well, doesn't the driver have to be in the car to win?
In the 00 Trackstars car, it's Racer X.
Crikey, this is another car that was in the final. What a wicked group.
Well, there'll be 4 drivers from each group going through to the semi-finals, and then the top 4 drivers from both groups in the semis go through to the actual final.
I wonder if any of these guys will make it this time.
Well, they're going to have to get past Bringer of Death in the number 6 Mopar car.
Bringer of Death is probably quite a fitting name driving a Mopar.
True. I wonder if he can make it to the finish line on his test lap without mowing any spectators down.
Well, I've got to say, he's looking pretty clean. A nice run all the way.
Now in the number 1 Pie Royal car, it's Demon Preacher.
Bringer of Death, Demon Preacher? What is going on with this group?
Well, we didn't make up the names, that's what was submitted.
And do you think a demon preacher preaches to demons, or does he preach about demons?
I'm sure I wouldn't know.
Driving the number 9 Cummins car is Nathan Never.
I gotta say, I do absolutely love the wheels on all these NASCARs. I love those chunky wheels with the nice mags and the lettering on the wheels.
Oh mate, they're Bonza cars. It's real mesmerising watching all that lettering spin around and around.
And the final driver tonight, Black Fish, driving the number 44 Cornflakes car.
Every time I hear Cornflakes, it reminds me of the young ones. Because Vivian did that poem for the competition. It goes, cornflakes, 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 cornflakes.
The Young Ones was such a good show. I used to love watching that.
Yeah, absolute classic.
Well, that is all of the drivers and all of the cars. Let us know in the comments who you think has got what it takes to win it all.
And if you haven't already, remember to like, comment, and subscribe.
All right, that's enough from us tonight. Thanks very much for watching. I'm Tom Spanners Watson. He's Frank the Guru Gibbs. We'll see you next time.